Yeah, I mean, there's another cartoon,
Yeah.
which is Winsor McCay, the famous cartoonist of the New York Herald and his moving comics, also known as Little Nemo.
Yeah. This sort of less form or less accurate title, but much easier to use.
Yeah.
And this is kind of a live action short with animation incorporated into it.
Yeah, I mean, the whole live action framing device is sort of a justification for showing you the animation,
Mm-hmm.
where Winsor McCay is basically the famous cartoonist,
Of the
is
New York
uh,
Herald.
and is being challenged to make moving comics. So some like big, like, I don't know, bigwigs or whatever are just like, hey, Winsor McCay, make 4,000 drawings in 1 month, and we'll make a cartoon.
Yeah.
And so there's some good like comedy of him like rolling like giant like barrels of ink and like big pallets of paper into his room. So it's depicting the process of him spending the month like drawing all of the
The 4,000 frames.
4,000 frames. Yeah, and then it plays the movie itself.
Yeah.
um and it's very, very well done. The I mean, he is a talented artist, and he's already been making comic strips like Little Nemo and Slumberland, which is what this is based on. And there's a lot of very smooth motion. There are things rotating in 3D space.
That stuff
which
kind of blew my mind a little
yeah,
bit.
which it takes a lot of like artistic prowess, I think, to do that in animation, especially so early on.
Yeah.
They use squash and stretch,
Mm-hmm.
which feels like the right way to do it. People are already figuring out that that's what you need to be doing to make animation look good.
Yeah.
Something I was wondering was like whether this is whether there's any rotoscoping in this, because some of it looks like weirdly smooth in the way that a lot of rotoscoping looks, but it could just be that that's just the way that he did it.
Yeah. I get the impression that it's more that just a lot of work went into it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
and that Winsor McCay is good at drawing.
Yeah.
Turns out. Although this is also a movie that is like, why do the olden times got to be racist? There's
right,
some,
one of the characters. Yeah.
There's some very racist, stereotypical, like caricature in this, which is like, damn it, olden times. Why can't you be more like Dr. Seuss?
Oh my god.
Topical.
We're dating our podcast. Although a year from now, no one will remember that everybody just lost their minds over Dr. Seuss.
Well,
but
a couple people lost their minds over Dr. Seuss.
Right.
A couple of very silly people decided to get very angry about Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, not silly in a good way, silly in a dumb way.
Yeah.
I will just also highlight that like there's a dragon in this, and the animation on the dragon is so cool.
Yeah.
Like the dragon looks amazing.
Yeah.
I think these are all characters like from Little Nemo and Slumberland, which I haven't really read much of. I've seen like a couple strips, but I've never really looked into it.
Yeah,
but
same.
I think the dragon is from the comic strip, and like Little Nemo is also in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's also like, in addition to being, the animation itself was really good. It's very, I think the level of detail in the drawings is pretty elaborate. It's almost, I kind of get the sense that like, as animation developed, they learned to kind of streamline things and simplify things, and this is like,
yeah,
it would probably be done
labor intensive.
Yeah, it I can feel the labor coming off the screen. It's like, this was so much work.
I mean, probably why they made a whole framing device showing you how much work it was.
Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, I think this is definitely the most elaborate hand drawn animation that we've seen that has
Oh
probably
yeah.
been done
Oh
up to
yeah.
this point.
Most impressive too.
Yeah.